Hello everyone, I am back with another drawing tutorial, and in this video I'm going to show you how to color anime or manga style skin using markers. And the marker brand I'm using in particular is called Prismacolor, just in case if you guys didn't know that before. So the color that I just applied to her skin is called Pale Peach, and I start from lightest to darkest when I shade skin. And it's actually a really good skin tone color. It's one of my favorites to use, Pale Peach. It's a good one if you have Prismacolor markers to use. So I'm using the broad tip to get the bigger areas of her skin, and then I'm going to go back and use the fine tip to get the areas that I missed with the broad tip. So I'm working on her hands now, and please kind of ignore the hands. I'm not very good with drawing hands, so just keep that in mind. I'm still practicing hands, so that's why they don't look that good. Okay, now I'm going on to her knees, and I'm just erasing any leftover pencil marks so it won't smudge with the marker. Now I'm working on coloring her knees. Actually got a little smudge there from wet ink, so didn't really think about it when I did that, but I have to make sure that the ink completely dries before I put the marker on the illustration. Okay, now I'm just going to go back and use the same shade that I did, and I'm just going over with a fine tip and getting the places where I missed, and also to deepen the color. I'm doing the same thing on her hands. And there really isn't much of a light source that I'm doing for her skin. I'm kind of doing a basic light source. It's just going to be coming from like above or like straight on her, so it's not going to be like a really complicated light source that you have to think of like really complicated shading or anything. Okay, now I'm using the second shade. It's called Eggshell, and that's going to be the second shading tone. It didn't do a whole lot, but it added a little bit of depth, and it kind of blends the first color in. Both of the colors kind of blend well together. So I'm just shading around her cheeks, chin, and underneath her bangs, and around her eyelids and neck. I'm also going and doing her hands now, kind of under her fingers and around the rest of her hand. I'm trying to add some knuckles. I think I do that later in the video with a darker color. Now I'm just going to her knees and just shading around the skirt where there would probably be a shadow, where the skirt falls, like the shadow falls on her knee from the skirt. I'm just doing another layer on her face. Eyelids, around the chin, bangs. Those are good places to shade. Okay, now I am using, oops, that was the wrong color. I am using the same light shade. I'm using Pale Peach once again, just to blend the darker color with the lighter color. I like to do that sometimes, to use the light shade to blend with the darker shade. Okay, now I'm using a pink tone. That's my third color that I am actually using, and it's called Ballet Pink, and it gives kind of a nice effect. I really like the way the pink blends with the other colors. It gives her her skin quite a pinkish tone, which I like. So I'm just shading. I actually did her lips in light color too, and I'm just doing her under her bangs and around her nose and such. Well, I am almost done with this video, and I will be back with part 2 really soon. Thanks for watching.